So Abby, we are here on Monday. You probably don't have too many Mondays left, do you?
Not many.
Do you have to wake up for what, maybe 1 or 2 more Mondays?
I think 2 more.
2 more Mondays, that's not bad at all. So speaking of what comes next, can you tell me a little bit about what you're doing in life after GM when you're done here? What's next?
I will be attending John Carroll University in Cleveland, and I'll be majoring in international business and finance, and I'll also be playing soccer, and I'll be a part of the honors program.
Oh, that's fantastic. Go
Thank you.
Blue Streaks, right?
Yeah.
How did you decide on that major?
Well, I was able to shadow my aunt who works in finance in New York City, and that was at a time when I was really exploring all my options, and that's when I first became interested in it. So then I decided to get a shadowing experience with that company as well, just virtually, but I was able to learn a lot from it, and I decided it's something I want to pursue.
Oh, that sounds fantastic. You excited?
I'm very excited.
Ready to go?
Yes.
Okay. So as you finish up here in your kind of career at GM, you've been here for a while, more than a decade, obviously, 12, 13 years or so. Who's somebody that has been important to you in your journey, kind of to sitting here today on the cusp of graduation? Who's been influential in your life?
Well, I think that one of the most recent people has been Mr. Tyree.
Okay.
He really helped me throughout the whole college application process, and in the fall especially, we were meeting multiple times a month, and he is very organized and dedicated to each student he works with, so he was very helpful. And there have been many teachers that have made a very positive impact. One of them in the high school would be Mr. Torella. He's really helped me to enjoy math and understand it better than I would have. And someone else who stands out, this one from elementary school, is Mrs. Kalicki.
Yes.
She is a great teacher, and I remember our whole class that year just loved her, and she really made us feel so appreciated and included.
That's fantastic. And I know that's a little bit of an unfair question to ask you to narrow down between, some wonderful teachers,
yes,
I'm sure,
lots of great teachers
that you've had. But between Mrs. Kalicki, Mr. Torella, Mr. Tyree, those are just, fantastic choices.
Yeah.
Are you naturally a math person? Or is that kind of where your strength is?
Yeah, I would say I enjoy math more than most other areas, but yeah, Mr. Torella has just helped me enjoy it more.
Good. Well, good for you, because that's not my
Thanks.
strength. So it's I'm glad somebody's there for that. So
Thank you.
You're welcome. So the last question, in terms of you know what's next for you, and you've been here for a while. What is something you would recommend for us as you kind of head out the door, based on your experiences, that would make somebody else's experiences better for their life in GM? What's a recommendation or two that you have?
I think one thing we should do is push more work internships or volunteer internships, anything like that, shadowing opportunities.
Sure.
I think that those are really important for kids to be able to figure out what they are and are not interested in. And because I was able to have a few of those experiences, I was able to steer away from something that I was really confident in, but I realized that it's not for me, and I found something that I'm much more passionate about, and I'm excited to learn more about that. And a lot of my peers have been able to do that, but there are some more that I think could have been able to get involved in those opportunities earlier, and I would love to see us be able to push those a little more, and maybe even tech school for more kids, because there are a lot of great opportunities there as well. I also think that, on a completely different note, to add more creative writing into our English curriculum, because we do have a creative writing elective, but I know of a lot of students who wouldn't necessarily take that course because they don't love writing, but sometimes we get so caught up in learning how to write with structure that we lose our creativity a little bit. And this year in Mr. Guzik's class, there was one assignment in particular that I really enjoyed because it felt like it was the most creative thing I had written in a few years. And I kind of wished that maybe I had taken the creative writing course or had other opportunities inside my English classes to write like that.
Those are great recommendations.
Thank
so
you.
if I'm hearing you correctly, and I don't want to oversimplify, but am I paraphrasing just so I have it right from you? we should maintain kind of that connection to our creative side.
Yeah.
Because it's easy to get away from it, isn't it?
Yes, very.
It's easy to get away from it in some of the checking the box in terms of things that we need to do, that balance is important
Right.
in our academic experience. And also, in terms of somebody's decision about what comes next, it'd be hard to have that conversation too soon. We should start them sooner. We should start those conversations sooner and really look to explore as many authentic experiences for people to kind of experiment with what works well for them and doesn't work well for them. Because like you said, that saves time, right?
Yes.
So finding out what you don't like is equally as valuable as finding out what you do like. Is that fair?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Abby, thank you so much for taking the time. It's been tremendous. I've really enjoyed getting to know you, and I'm super excited for both your graduation that's coming up here, which is a fun event, and also what's coming next for you, because you have some exciting chapters ahead. So best of luck.
Thank you.